It's a bonus postcard and a pint video, as Wills is off to see Iron Maiden twice in a week. That makes him feel... yeah. Anyway, he's doing the Backstage Club Premium Experience in Manchester and just the general admission standing in London. But which is best, arena or stadium? They'll both have a cracking gig, but is one better than the other? Let's join Wills as he compares and contrasts the Run for Your Lives tour. Let's start with getting into the gigs. You'll see between the two gigs, not only are the venues very different, but so is the weather. Manchester is in the northwest of England, and the weather can often be a bit grim. The merch stall outside was pretty busy, so does the Backstage Club mean less people? Wills?
At the Backstage Club, there's a bit of a queue.
So not necessarily. The Backstage Club is the venue's premium upgrade experience. Included is early entry, up to 1 hour before general doors, a welcome drink and access to food stands. It's added onto your ticket should you want it, usually between £30 and £60 depending on the artist, and you can even play pool. Wills?
I'm in, it took me about 40 minutes.
There is also an exclusive merchandise stall, should you wish to avoid the queues outside. This area has its own dedicated toilets, which are spotlessly clean at the moment. All in all, it's pretty civilised, and a nice space to hang out with like-minded people before a gig. How's the free drink, Wills? Cheers! Now over to London. This gig was at the London Stadium, home of the 2012 Olympics and also West Ham United. There was no premium experience today, but there was sunshine.
You watch, I'll go to the gate now, there'll be a massive queue.
And just as predicted,
I'm in a queue.
here in London, the crowd was about 75,000, whereas Manchester had been about 23,500. The difference in the weather was also really noticeable.
Just give me some water, that was a nice touch.
After a lot of queuing, he finally made it into the stadium.
Nearly there.
It's a totally different experience, and both have their merits. It was a free drink in Manchester, and how much was this one, Wills?
£8.50 for a Brewdog cold beer. Ooh.
The feeling walking into a stadium is awe-inspiring, and so much grander than an arena. Both have their merits, and both are really unique experiences. Let's go check out the merch store and see how busy that is in London. Wills?
Big queue for the merch back here too.
So maybe the Backstage Club in Manchester was worth it for the merch stall alone. You'll all probably know that Wills loves a gig t-shirt.
Well, Raven Edge have started, I'm still at the merch store.
So all those extra people will slow you down. But with t-shirts bought and gig programmes acquired,
Go on.
there was just time to check out the loos, not so nice this time, and compare arriving at the two different venues. Take it away.
Both venues are pretty good to get to be honest. Manchester had the advantage because it was closer, about an hour away from home, although it did take me an hour and 3/4 because of the traffic, and the car park was easy to find. That was brilliant, although it did cost me 25 quid to park there. London, obviously we had to go down on the train, and we had to get to, I had to get to Stratford Station, and there's about a 25-minute walk from the station to the stadium, but it wasn't too bad, so both get a thumbs up from me.
So we're ready and raring to go at both venues. Let's take a look at the gigs. Take it away, Manchester. And let's hear from Wills in the arena.
I'm in the auditorium, so far so good. It's all been pretty easy. Got me free beer, and I'm probably about halfway between the stage and the sound desk, so pretty good view. There we go.
First up is the Raven Age.
Amazing. Are we feeling good on that tonight, my friends? We are the Raven Age. It's our privilege.
This band was formed in 2009 by George Harris and Dan Wright, George being the son of Iron Maiden bassist and founder Steve Harris.
My friends at the top over there, get up your lights. All my friends at the back, get them up. And all my friends down here, let's make a sea of fireflies together, okay?
It was a brilliant set and the perfect support act.
Oh, thank you so much, my friends. We would love to take a picture just to remember this incredible night. Alright, so make some fucking noise just one more time. Come on! Alright, let's do this, my friends. 1, 2, 3! Thank you, my friends. Have a great night.
That was fantastic, but now it's time for the main event. Up the irons. Wills did respect the phone sign and only recorded little snippets of the gigs. Even after decades on stage, the band still has such an incredible energy that rivals bands half their age. Go Eddie!
Can I just introduce you tonight? You've seen him, you can see him because he's got a small drum kit, you know what he looks like, you know where he lives.
Yes, Nico McBrain no longer tours with the band. The new touring drummer is Simon Dawson. The Run for Your Lives tour certainly looks a lot different from every previous tour, but we'll talk more about that later. The energy in the room was absolutely incredible. Manchester was rocking. This video for Aces High was absolutely brilliant. The gig was almost over, and it had been an amazing experience. One last time. And then it was all done. What a brilliant night. We'll compare the post-gig rituals and getting out of both venues later in this video. For now, we'll just revel in the music before we travel south and relive it all over again. Over to London a week later, and it's a totally different vibe in a stadium. And you'll never guess who Wills met.
It's only Joey.
Welcome to Postcard on a Pint channel. We are here at West Ham Stadium for Iron Maiden on the Run for Your Lives tour, 50th anniversary, when it fucking started.
Once again, the Raven Age opened the show. And although equally as brilliant, the daylight takes away some of the impact. They were still absolutely fantastic though. In London, there was a second support act. This was to be Hailstorm, an American hard rock band from Pennsylvania. This band was formed in 1997 by siblings Lizzie and RJ Hale. Lizzie has a phenomenal voice.
Thank you so much.
Up the irons once again. New on this tour is the set being totally made up of video walls. It looks fantastic, although some of the fans don't like it and preferred the old backdrops and the inflatables. The video walls really enhance the storytelling and take you scene by scene through the songs. Many fans have said that it makes every song feel more like a short film synced to the story Iron Maiden are telling. Eddie and the onstage battles are all still there though.
In this world, all of you are our friends. You're the only ones we fucking got. So when you leave the stadium, look after yourselves, stay safe, and we will return like fucking James Bond. Simon on the drums.
Give us a comparison of both of those gigs, Wills.
Although it was exactly the same show, both gigs felt completely different. The Manchester one, the arena, completely different to the stadium. The stadium felt a lot more like a festival, like an event. Like it was epic. It was, that's the only way I can describe it, like an epic festival. And there was the extra support band, obviously. Hailstorm, I thought they were brilliant. But Manchester, I think as a gig, the Manchester one probably, I want to say slightly better, but I don't know if it was. You had the advantages with it being dark inside to begin with, and they could do blackouts in between songs, and the lighting was full on from the first minute of the show. Whereas in London, because it was outdoors, there was obviously sunlight for quite a while of it, and in between songs where they'd normally do they're wiping their guitars down and swapping guitars and taking a drink and picking their nose or whatever they do, you could see all of that. So even though that was cool, kind of took away the magic a bit, but both were just, I don't think I could choose one over the two of them.
After every Iron Maiden gig, there is a fan flag tradition. Fans bring their country, regional or local flags to shows, often with tour dates or the tour name on them. There's then a gathering, and it's a great photo opportunity. This is after the show in Manchester. who did you bump into, Wills?
I've only just bumped into Joey. Mad.
Welcome to Postcard on a Pint. This is Iron Maiden at Manchester 50th anniversary tour. Run for your life. Fucking hot, fucking sweaty, and it was fucking awesome, man. Yeah!
Now to get 23,500 people out of the arena while the crew starts dismantling this massive setup. Wills?
How good was that? They are so good. They are just incredible.
It does leave behind a bit of a mess, but then it had been a hot and sweaty gig. As Manchester is only an hour from where we live, Wills had driven and pre-booked parking at £25. There was just one small problem for Wills, and that was...
I've got to find the car.
And he's rubbish at that.
I really can't find the car. I think we'll be here for a while. Look at all this traffic.
Told you. But finally...
Found the car. I'm in the car. I'm not moving anywhere fast. I've been sat here for about a quarter of an hour now, and I've not even moved an inch. And I've got a warning light still, and also it says low oil. Oops. I think it's going to be late getting home.
It was. It took him about 40 minutes to get out of the car park, and then the hour's drive back. But it had been worth it. Over to London. It was another fantastic gig. Wills didn't stay for the flags this time, as there were 75,000 people to get into Stratford Tube Station. It seemed like this too would take forever, as...
Oh no, what's going on here?
But it was really well organised, and he actually got onto the tube and across London much quicker than he left the car park in Manchester.
Nearly there. 10-minute walk and I'm back at the hotel.
But where you save time in London, they'll fleece you to rehydrate.
£7.50 for a big bottle of water and some cheesy puffs. Disgusting.
He made it. Now a final sum up, please.
Quick sum up before we go. Wow, Iron Maiden, going 50 years. They were phenomenal. Amazing musicians, amazing showmen. It was an amazing show, just full stop. It was the perfect show. I'm not going to lie, it did hurt standing there for hours. My back, legs and feet were killing me for days after both gigs, but it was absolutely worth it. If you get the chance to go and see Iron Maiden, do. You will not be disappointed. Some fans, I can't remember whether I mentioned this or not earlier on, but some fans were a little bit moany because they've used video walls for the first time. Some people prefer the old backdrops and the inflatables, as do I. I think they're amazing, but this video wall really did work. It added an extra dimension to the whole thing, and especially the story songs such as Round the Ancient Mariner. It was just incredible. Love the backstage club. It was a lot more laid back, but it took so long to get in. It was time to go into the auditorium pretty much as soon as I entered. Merchandise stand, it was much easier getting to the merch in the backstage club, but they didn't have all of the merchandise there, which I didn't learn until later. So would I do that bit again? Maybe, not sure. You might have noticed Joey, who keeps popping up on these videos. If you haven't seen him before, if you saw our Iron Maiden video 2 years ago when I went to see him at the O2, I just happened to randomly talk to him on the end, and he came on the camera and did a little piece to camera. And then when I went to see Bruce Dickinson about a year ago in Manchester, just happened to be bopping away as you do, and I looked to my side, there was this guy again, it was Joey again. So we've kept in touch ever since, and I knew he was going to both gigs, but we hadn't sort of organised to meet up or anything, but it was really cool to see him again. And that's pretty much it, really. If you're a regular follower and you're not a big Iron Maiden fan, well, you probably haven't lasted this long anyway, but if you have, thank you so much for putting up with me. It's okay. Rachel will be back in the next video in a day or two's time whenever we put this one out. So thank you so much for watching. If you could subscribe, if you could do the like, we would massively appreciate it. I'll get out your face now. I haven't got a beer because I've got to work tonight. So I guess I should just say, as we say in Postcard and the Pint, cheers to the good times. Up the irons!